The United States hit Venezuela with a large-scale strike early Saturday and said its president, Nicolas Maduro, had been captured and flown out of the country. Here's what to know. Multiple explosions and low-flying aircraft were seen in Caracas in the early hours of Saturday morning. Maduro's government immediately accused the US of an imperialist attack on civilian and military installations. US President Donald Trump posted on Truth Social that Maduro had been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country. He added that the operation was done in conjunction with US law enforcement. The apparent attack itself lasted less than 30 minutes. Trump said in his social media post that the strike was carried out successfully. It comes after the Trump administration has escalated pressure on Maduro, who has decried US military operations against alleged drug traffickers as a thinly veiled effort to oust him from power. It was not immediately clear who was running the country, and Maduro's whereabouts were not immediately known.
Y'all Sharala. So Shalom. It's your brother, Bahayar Awar, coming from Tulsa, Oklahoma, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakadash, which in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew tongue is correct name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to you sister brothers living in truth, and Shalom to you brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Shalom. Woo, y'all Shalom. Hey, so Babylon the Great, aka United States, finally pushed in the Venezuelan inland, and as you just heard from the clip, they're trying to say they captured their president. So if that is true, what we witnessed was a full-scale invasion, the same way they did during that 911 situation. They try to say it's about drugs, but as they pushed in and took over Venezuela, now they're saying it's about oil, which we knew it was about oil. We already knew that. These devils is trying to kick the can down the road. The U.S. dollar is tied to petrol, oil. So to keep the U.S. dollar going, you have to have what? You have to have oil. They lost their deal with the Saudi Arabians, so they had to get oil from somewhere else. So me and Akim was already talking. We knew WW3 was going to push into Venezuela and take that oil. They've been saying that for years and years. If you think not, I got an article. I have an article that is going to emphasize that. So it says, Trump says U.S. will be very strongly involved in Venezuela's oil industry after military attack. See, that's what it's about. It wasn't about no drugs. It was about oil. And we knew that because they had to keep that dollar going, you know, as long as they can, until the elite say crash it and we're going digital. So basically, this ain't nothing but an extension. This whole war is to put dollars in everybody who got money investing into war, you know, the CEOs and all of that, and to extend it, give it an extension on the physical dollar. So it says, Donald Trump has said the U.S. be very strongly involved in Venezuela's oil industry after launching the military attack that swept the country's authoritarian leader, Nicolas Maduro, from power. The president gave a phone interview to the conservative Fox News channel hours after the dramatic pre-dawn assault on Caracas and the surrounding region ended in the capture of Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores. Asked about the future of Venezuela's oil industry, Trump replied, we're going to be very strongly involved in it. That's all. What can I say? We have the greatest oil companies in the world, the biggest, the greatest, and we're going to be very much involved in it. See that? See? So that's what it was all about right there. And see, this is my thing, y'all, Sharala. Woo! Hey, catch it. This could be that first domino effect. Let you know we really going into World War III heavily. So I'm going to get a precept and I'm going to show you what to look for now. And can't nobody say, ain't nothing happening, ain't nothing going on, man. USA just invaded a whole country. That's going to have repercussions. So check it out. This Joel 3:9 says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Verse 10. Beat your plowshares and the swords, and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. So we're in the time of war. Like the Lord said, he said, proclaim this among the Gentiles, prepare war. War is going on. That was a full-scale war invasion. Now check this out, y'all, Sharala. Check this out. Now, you've been hearing that China wants to invade Taiwan. So we might see another invasion. And I think it's going to be a tick for tack. Okay, they looking at Babylon Great. Okay, since you took Venezuela, China's going to say, okay, I get the chance to take Taiwan. And then the USA going to be like, you know, when they all the UN, what you going to say about that? The USA just went in and took a whole nother country. So if China takes Taiwan, I mean, what can the UN really say about that? You let them do it, so I'm gonna do it too. And I got a clip on that because I think that's what's at the next domino to collapse is gonna be that. I think China is about to take Taiwan because they've been increasing their military presence over there. Check it out.
A show of fighting force. These are China's largest ever military drills around Taiwan. In footage shared by China, you can see all the elements of their armed forces on full display: land, air, and sea. Rehearsing how to encircle a self-governed island, which Beijing views as a breakaway province belonging to them. It's a hostile response to the unveiling of Taiwan's largest ever arms deal with the United States earlier this month, worth £8.2 billion. China's foreign minister had these words of justification.
Taiwan is at the heart of China's domestic interests. In response to continual provocation by Taiwan's independence forces and the US's large-scale arms sales to Taiwan, we will, of course, strongly oppose them and take countermeasures. This year marks the 80th anniversary of Taiwan's restoration to the motherland. Achieving complete reunification in accordance with the law and in defense of our national sovereignty and territorial integrity is our historical mission that we must accomplish.
Taiwan has already launched its response, with drills of its own. The island's defense ministry said China's actions confirm its nature as an aggressor. This will look like a rise in regional tensions, but not to Donald Trump, who downplayed China's latest maneuvers, talking up his relationship with Xi Jinping.
I have a great relationship with President Xi, and he hasn't told me anything about it. I certainly have seen it, but he hasn't told me anything about it, and I don't believe he's going to be doing it.
Does it worry you?
No, nothing worries me. Nothing.
But these images are part of an increasingly complicated context on the Taiwan Strait, with growing concerns war games could become reality, pulling this part of the world into conflict. Shingi Marike, Sky News.
See that, Yashrala? So I think that's the next domino right there at the fall. I think China is, forget what Donald Trump said, I think China will take Taiwan. Now that's to be seen. That's just like me speaking through the spirit. But nonetheless, World War III will happen. Right now, everybody jockeying for position. They're trying to see who's going to run what, who's going to be on top of everything. And what this is doing too, USA and China going to have to go head up. And sooner or later. Like, it's inevitable. They're going to have to fight. I'm going to get this right here, man. And we'll just leave it right there. So, war is happening, man. Ain't nothing calming down. Everybody thought since that Ukraine-Russia situation, everything will be calm. No. We told you. It's only going to increase. There's going to be war breakout at other countries, other war fronts. Babylon the Great is about to swing that sword like no other in this last day and age. It's just going down. They're going to just swing the sword at everybody. And I can see China getting involved, Russia going to get involved. The superpowers are going to bang. But before that happens, the MOTB has to go out. So we're not just at the climax just yet. We're not right now. We're in this the beginning of it. You know, so I'm gonna leave out this right here. This Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly, and it's coming, man, real soon. Like we don't know where it's gonna be at by the end of this new year, but we see now the year just started, and it's starting off with a bang. USA say forget shooting boats. I was wondering when they was gonna go inland with it, and they just went inside. Like I'm gonna just go in here, take the leader, get the oil. It's the same thing they did during 9/11. And China had oil refineries in Venezuela. How do they feel about that? So they like, okay, you took my oil refineries in Venezuela. I'll just go take Taiwan back. It's mine anyway. We just seen Russia take Ukraine back. So this is the year of everybody getting their stuff back. And the USA, they like, man, you don't run nothing. You shut your mouth. I do what I'm about to do. So this is war, man, because ain't nobody gonna just give something up easy. No, it's gonna be a fight. And they have military and armies at their disposal. So these countries are all about to start fighting. We're seeing the preliminaries, the undercard. It's gonna lead into the main event. And that's when Yahushua gonna show up. And they're gonna he gonna show who really gonna do the war. So with that being said, Yashua, I put that article in the comment section. You know, I hope it's been informative. I hope it's been edifying. I want to say Kwam Yashua Allah. Hey, and stay locked in because your Yahushua is quickly on the way. Shalom.